Horrible, terrible, abysmal. You can use whichever adjective you want to, but yes, it's been a very bad quarter. The earnings have been down in the dumps. The aggregate earnings so far posted out, including GAIL, which came out this evening, I think the PAT is down around 55%. Even if you take out Vedanta, which was an exceptional, the average earnings are still down 21%. So it's not a very pretty quarter. People were waiting for a bad quarter. I think it's come out to be worse than expected for the Nifty. Now you look at the different components, and let me start off with the ones which have lost out a lot. So BHEL, while the numbers may have been above estimates, but the PAT is down 59%. So that's a deep gash that has come in to the cap goods major. Tata Motors follows suit, and we all know what's happened to the stock in Wednesday's session. It ended down 6%, and no wonder. I mean, the PAT was down 56%. And then you look at a bunch of other names, be it PSU banks like BOB, or be it a clutch of other metal performers or otherwise, which will come out, yes, but or cement performers. So the commodity names haven't had a good start. I mean, ACC, Ambuja, Grasim, etc. All of them have had a terrible quarter, really, and which is why the aggregate numbers have looked so bad. Have there been outperformers? Yes, I mean, there have been. Telecom has been ringing in extremely smart gains. So be it an Idea, be it a Bharti, I mean, essentially the two listed names that you would look at, they have done okay. Private banks have done reasonably okay. You can exclude a BOB or a PNB, but the private banks have done rather well. So an IndusInd Bank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, even an IDFC, the private financiers have done well. But yes, on the aggregate, if you look at the headline numbers, a 21% downtick, and if you include the large loss that Vedanta clocked in, then a 55% headline fall in profitability for the Nifty 50 companies which have declared numbers till now. It goes to show why people are not willing to bet on the Nifty just as yet.
The current volatility is something which need to be understood, given the fact that at the end of the day, the market will be driven by the earnings and then earnings and earnings. And if there is a delay in terms of earnings coming back, there is bound to be a scenario for the market to remain somewhat flat, or maybe in some bit of profit booking would potentially come. The whole expectation that you have built in terms of the growth will come back, as a result of that, the whole capital sectors will start doing better. Maybe those are the sectors probably will have to give some more time in terms of going actually taking a bet around them.
Well, the results have been very disappointing, and the commentary isn't anything great yet. So I think it may take a while for the market to actually move up in a substantive manner. Expectations of earnings are now finally getting a little more muted, and you're not likely to get anywhere close to a 16-17% growth that you were expecting next year, even on the lower base that we have established for the year.
2015, and especially the summer of 2015, I think it's going to be a weak year for India in the equity markets, both in terms of profitability, earnings, and also in terms of the returns. Don't expect the earnings in Nifty to show up probably till the middle of the second quarter of 2016, and I'm talking about in the calendar year terms. So we will have a long lull in earnings.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.